Meanwhile, a new bipartisan bill aims to encourage pilots to report UAP sightings to the federal government. It would also set up legal safeguards for pilots who make those reports. Under the legislation, the FAA would be required to relay potential UAP sightings to the Defense Department. Joining us now is Brad Crispin, co-founder of Americans for Safe Aerospace. He worked on that bill with Congressman Robert Garcia of California. Brad, it's great to have you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on, Kelly. It's great to be here.
Well, this is a fascinating topic. Really excited to pick your brain on this. Why do you think it's so important for pilots to report these sightings? We'll start there.
Sure. Well, we've heard from dozens of pilots, both commercial and military pilots, but especially commercial pilots, that are, seeing things in the sky that are hard to explain. And, as the more that we hear about it, the more we hear their frustration that there is no direct and confidential reporting platform. And I think that this legislation provides a very pragmatic way forward in terms of national security and aviation safety to start to address this problem.
So as a result, do you think there's reason to believe there would be a significant uptick in reports with this bill?
Absolutely. I think we're only getting a fraction of the accounts that are actually happening. Pilots are afraid to make these reports, and they don't even have a place to make them. And so that combination means that, we're getting a very small percentage of the events that are occurring in our skies.
So Congressman Garcia says UAP transparency is incredibly important for national security. That's the quote. What sort of threats could UAPs pose to the U.S. in your view, Brad?
Well, I think that UAP can have a wide variety of characteristics, and certainly unidentified objects in general pose a safety to hazard of flight. But, we're also aware that there are UAP with concerning performance characteristics, and some of these, have not been made public. And those are the ones that I think the Department of Defense is especially worried about, whether they represent, adversarial technology or something else. And, it's in our interest to determine what these objects are and what they're doing in our airspace.
And Tom touched on this in his reporting. For generations, there's been so much government secrecy around these sightings, as you know. There's now an effort for more transparency. How significant do you think these recent efforts have been, and what more do you believe needs to be done?
Oh, I think that there is a growing movement in Congress, both in the Senate, which you saw with the Disclosure Act introduced by Schumer and Rounds and Gillibrand and Rubio, and now with the Safe Aerospace for Americans Act in the House, we're seeing, introduced by Robert Garcia and Glenn Grothman, we're seeing this expanding coalition of members of Congress who think that there's a real issue here. And it's driven by the classified data and the reports that they're getting from witnesses, some of whom we're helping to refer from Americans for Safe Aerospace. And I think that they realize that there's something here that we need to address. There's something here that the American people need to know about, and Congress has to lead for us to make progress on this issue. It's not going to come, just from the Department of Defense. They're not going to disclose anything that exceeds the known state of the art without, Congress being involved and pushing legislation. So I think we're going to need to see more from Congress in order to push this issue forward.
All right. Well, Brad Crispin, congratulations on your success so far. This is a story we will continue to keep eyes on. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.